Welcome back to Real Estate Mindset. Today's video is going to be absolutely bonkers. Now, the data is in, and the trends are very clearly telling us the direction of the housing market. There's really no need to go in circles or to argue with anyone anymore because the data is now telling the story. It's showing us the direction of the housing market. Now, obviously, as demand continues to absolutely die, supply is going to continue to surge. As supply continues to surge, it's going to put more pressure on sellers to reduce their prices. Once that starts, that fear of missing out that I'm always preaching about is going to continue to spiral on over to the sellers like it already has. Now, here's what's really important. You don't get complacent, because even though I'm saying right now, prepare, prep, do your prep. And if you can, don't buy, don't get complacent, because I believe it is possible that the Federal Reserve pivots or flip-flops right before 2024 in time for elections. If they pivot and flip-flop, obviously that's going to bring back demand. And when demand comes back, it's going to lower supplies. And we're going to have a similar situation where we have increased prices, not to the extent we had in 2020 and 2021, but we're going to start seeing prices go up again once they pivot, in my opinion. And that's why I'm telling you guys, don't get complacent. Triple down right now, because now the data is on our side. Now, what we're going to do today is we're going to read an article from Redfin titled "Home Buyer Competition Falls to Lowest Levels Since Early Months of Pandemic." Now, remember, when I say bubble, I mean excessive equity growth, right? That's what I'm saying by bubble, okay? And I'm also saying that the bubble was created from hyper demand, not lack of supplies, due to massive stimulus. A stimulus were essentially free down payment, and the rates were in the 2%, right? And interest rates don't affect prices. Come on, guys, right? Whoever says interest rates don't affect prices is not paying attention to what's going on right now. But regardless, you guys, do me a favor, please. And I hate saying this. I got to say it. I got to do it for the algorithm. I got to do it to protect myself. But I'm not a financial advisor, even if I want to be. So if you can, please understand, you guys, this is my personal YouTube channel. I absolutely appreciate you. I love helping people. I love that blessing. I'm super humbled. And if you can, for my efforts, like this video, subscribe if you haven't, comment below. They keep me going. Let's get started on this article right now. All right, this is all that I'll be reading, and then we're going to look at two charts, and we're going to kind of just make some conclusions based on those charts and the trends. But here's how the article begins. Homebuyer competition is cooling as more Americans are priced out of the housing market due to higher mortgage rates and inflation. Bingo. Properties are lingering on the market longer, and the housing shortage is easing up, giving buyers more options to choose from and room to negotiate. And for those reasons alone, if you waited, you won. But let's continue. Some sellers are slashing their asking price as a result. Roughly 8% of listings on the market each week experienced a price cut, the highest share on record. I hope you guys don't miss this, okay? Hope you don't miss this. I know there's a lot of YouTubers only looking at year-over-year comparisons, but you know what, guys? Usually when someone does that, they want to sell you something, okay? Let's continue. The market is wildly different than it was a few months ago. Buyers are competing with 1 to 2 other offers instead of 4 to 8. Not my market. My market ain't no one selling right now, but whatever. Some aren't facing competition at all. Okay, there it is. There's not the same sense of urgency. House hunters are scheduling tours 4 days in advance instead of 1. And they're becoming much more selective. If a home doesn't check all of their boxes, they're waiting until they find one that does. Thank God. 6 months ago, buyers were taking any house they could get. And it's true. People were settling on something they didn't want. Isn't that crazy, guys? Isn't that crazy? Look, 3 months later, whoops, big mistake. Here comes the buyer's remorse, right? I hope that's not the case. I don't want people to hurt. I'm just saying, I really wish people were paying attention and would really control their emotions, right? Buyers have also started writing offers for less than sellers' list prices. Yay! A reversal from the height of the pandemic when homes were going for tens of thousands of dollars over asking price. Huge mistake. I haven't written an over asking offer in a month. Nice. With the scales of the housing market tipping increasingly in the buyer's favor, here are a few tips for sellers. Did y'all hear that in the buyer's favor? Do y'all see why I'm saying what I'm saying? Do y'all see? Do y'all see? And you guys, some people think I'm crazy. Oh, he said to wait. This guy's horrible. But why am I? If you waited, prices are down, inventory is up. There's no more bidding wars. Okay. Come on, it's not hard. I mean, honestly, my 6-year-old understands this. I don't understand why some people don't, except for greed. Here it goes. Sellers should make sure their homes is move-in ready and not overpriced. They should do everything possible to make their property pristine for the masses. Invest in updates and make it feel fresh. Doing little things like replacing faulty faucets or painting walls will help sell a home more quickly. I mean, guys, honestly, how refreshing is it to hear that? You know, we're experiencing all 4 phases now, essentially firing on all cylinders, which remember the 4 stages that I was talking about, okay? Each one leading the next. The number 1, rates, okay? That's firing all cylinders, okay? That leads sales and construction. Sales is completely gutted. Same with sales for construction. That's going to lead your prices. We're starting to see price drops, right? That's going to lead inventory. We're starting to see massive surge of inventory. Now, those 2 at the end kind of flip flop a little bit. And I believe that is because we're in a housing market bubble and a recession that we've never experienced before because we have so much fake money. But the thing is like, who's got the money now? Like, it's still out there, it's still printed. Almost everyone's getting broke now. Like, who has that money? Someone's got that money. Some rich people just took all of our money. I have no idea how that happened, but it is what it is. All right, let's take a look at a couple of charts right now. Okay, so here's home buyer competition, y'all, and you can see how this is the demand really has completely been gutted. I mean, this is plummeting. This is, you can see we're almost at 2022 levels. But also what I want to show you is this next graph here. This is a median sales price of 8.2% year over year. But here's the thing. Here's where I really want to caution you guys. I'm being overly optimistic. If you see here, last week, the actual home prices actually went sideways. I was hoping to see this week after week just continue to go down. But look at here. This is going sideways, I believe, because of the job numbers. When those job numbers came out and they were way higher than expected, people started freaking out, acting like the Federal Reserve was going to pivot. Not that that would have immediate effect anyways, but regardless, they were acting like the Federal Reserve was going to pivot, that demand was going to come rushing back and all the supplies were going to go away. And I think that's what you see right here. I think that's that blip right there, right? And that's why I keep telling you guys, don't fall for the over optimism. Stay cautious, right? Take your time. This is a huge transaction. And continue to track your local housing market so that you can learn to trust yourself, right? The sad part of all of this is even though this is one of the biggest, most important financial transaction of almost everyone's lives, this process is one of the most misunderstood processes in almost everyone's life. It's the biggest, most important, but yet so many people don't understand how the housing market works. And having said that, so many people rely on a realtor, right? Which is normally okay, but if they just randomly pick a realtor, you're relying on a stranger to give you advice that is potentially going to change the rest of your life. Remember, they get a commission, right? If they don't sell, if they don't close, they don't get money. Now, I'm not saying every single realtor is dishonest. In fact, I'm saying the opposite. There are really, really, really good realtors, and it's those realtors that you want to hang on to the rest of your life, because trust, you guys, and transparency and honesty are some of the most important things in the housing market. Because the thing is, it's once you're a professional, once you've been doing this for a period of time, the market's easy. This whole process I do, loans, realtor stuff, training, it's easy once you learn it, right? The problem is when people can't remove their own desire to make money and they put people at risk, right? By not cautioning them. Realtors need to understand that a lot of these people, and this is the wrong way to say it, but they kind of look at them like, not like God a little bit, right? They're putting so many eggs in their basket. So, it needs to change. People need to shop realtors better. Realtors need to step up. And again, if you already know a realtor that's an absolute, gem, that's honest, that's giving you caution, hold on to them because they are priceless. Now, other than that, you guys, I really appreciate you traveling along with me. I hope you got some value from this video. And if you're out there investing in real estate, you know I wish you luck and I hope you win.